So in today's class, we'll be taking one more topic of the chapter number 3 here, that is known as relation between current and drift velocity, correct? So in the last class we have done what is drift velocity. Obviously this is the velocity with which the free electrons move towards positive end of the conductor when external electric field is applied here, okay? So that formula we have already derived. Now taking that concept into account, we will be trying to find a relation between current flowing through the conductor and the drift velocity here, correct? So what we do is, let us consider a conductor. Let me take a conductor here, okay? So this conductor we have taken, let the cross section area for the conductor is A. ये इसका क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया हम A लेंगे, and let the length of the conductor we take is L here. This we take the length to be L, okay? So if we take the some charge QR, obviously some potential difference has been applied here, and that because of that potential difference, a charge moves towards positive end of the conductor with drift velocity Vd here. So let me put this end as positive end and this end as the negative end only, that I put here, correct? So because of this because of this potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor, now the charge will move from negative end, the free electrons will move from negative end to positive end of the conductor with the velocity is equal to Vd only, correct? So what will be the current flowing through the conductor, that we will now try to find here, okay? So let us consider first, let number density of free electron in the conductor is, let number density of free electron, let us take the number density of free electron to be is equal to n here, okay? So number density of free electron is nothing but this is number of free electron per unit volume of the conductor here, okay? So if the conductor, whatever be the conductor, कोई भी कंडक्टर होगा उसकी नंबर डेंसिटी ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन n होगी, और हमारे पास उस कंडक्टर का ये पोर्शन है, तो इसका जो वॉल्यूम है आपके पास इस कंडक्टर का जो हम यहाँ पे ले रहे हैं, द वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस कंडक्टर दैट वी आर कंसीडरिंग हियर इज नथिंग बट a into l हियर, करेक्ट? बिकॉज पाई आर स्क्वायर h सिलेंड्रिकल फॉर्म में दिख रहा है, तो हम लोग इसको पाई आर स्क्वायर एच से बोलेंगे, तो पाई आर स्क्वायर को हमने ए कह दिया है और एच की जगह हमने इसकी लेंथ एल को कंसीडर कर लिया, करेक्ट? तो इसका वॉल्यूम होगा ए एल. सो अगर नंबर डेंसिटी ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन अगर एन है इस कंडक्टर की, देन द टोटल नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दैट विल रिमेन इन दिस कंडक्टर विल बी equal to product of number density of the free electron and the volume of the conductor. So what I write is, now therefore number of free electrons in the conductor, number of free electrons in the conductor we take is, that will be is equal to number of free electron, let me put this n dash to be is equal to n into volume of the conductor, okay? Volume of the conductor is AL here. So this is the number of free electron, and we know charge on free electron is minus E here. Therefore total charge in the conductor, total charge in the conductor, let us denote that by Q here, that will be nothing but minus E into n dash. जैसे होता है ना, हमारे पास एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो चार्ज होगा माइनस ई. If we have 2 electrons, this will be minus 2e. If we have 3 electrons, this will be minus 3e here. So like that only, if you have n dash number of electrons are there, free electrons, then charge will be this. So this will be minus e n a l only, correct? And these charge will be moving from, these charge will move from right to left here, correct? So this will move from right end to the left end of the conductor here, okay? And as these charges move from right end to the left end, current flows opposite to this direction from positive end to the negative end only, okay? So if steady current flows through this conductor here, then we can write, now the current through the conductor will be, current I will be is equal to charge upon time, so this we write Q upon T. And since this current will flow from, the direction of the current will be from left to right direction here, है ना. This will move from positive end to negative. That is why since charge is flowing from negative to positive and current is flowing from positive to negative end only, that is why हम इस माइनस साइन को जब यहाँ Q की जगह पुट करेंगे तो नहीं लेंगे, because this negative sign only gives us the direction of the current which is opposite to the flow of negative charges here. So what I write here is, I write I is equal to NEAL, and since time taken to move from charges, for the charges from this end to this end, time कितना होगा, distance upon velocity. तो सब कंडक्टर की वेलोसिटी Vd है. Here Vd obviously मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, here I write this Vd is known as drift velocity here, है ना. We call this velocity as drift velocity. So since time is nothing but distance upon, so distance is distance upon velocity. So distance is L and velocity is Vd. So I put this as L upon Vd here. Okay. So L से L cancel हो जाएगा और आपको relation मिलेगा NEA Vd. This relation is known as relation between current and drift velocity here. Correct? So it's very simple relation. Let me tell you, this is very easiest relation we have, where you have to remember only this I is equal to Q upon T. Q की value NEAL होती है, the total amount of charge in this conductor. Okay, and this time will be distance upon velocity, that is L upon drift velocity. Hence this becomes I is equal to NEA Vd. Okay, from this expression sometimes they ask you find a relation between current density and the drift velocity here. So that is not a difficult thing to find from this current density and drift velocity, correct? If they ask you this relation also, then from up to this everything we have to do. ये पूरा का पूरा काम करना है. Then क्या करना है? Now you can say from equation 1 only we can write I upon A is equal to NEVD only. And you know current density for the conductor at a point is defined as amount of current flowing through per unit cross section area around that point. So this becomes current density J. So this is NEVD only. So current density will become J is directly proportional to Vd here. Okay. So this is what we have here. J is directly proportional to Vd. So this is the relation between current and the drift velocity, that is I is equal to NEAVD. And अगर आपसे इसके आगे current density का भी पूछते हैं, तो we know current per unit area around a point is known as current density. So this becomes J is equal to NEVD. And sometimes they ask you prove that current density is directly proportional to drift velocity here. So we prove this in this manner. Then from this they ask you to again derive the Ohm's law and hence find the expression for resistivity or the conductivity also. Okay. So in the next topic we will be doing this re-derivation of the Ohm's law here, and also we try to find the expression for the resistivity and conductivity here. Now using the concept of drift velocity we try to derive Ohm's law again and also to find an expression for the conductivity and resistivity of a material here. Okay. So in this manner we have shown a conductor where a potential difference V is applied and electric field exists inside this conductor from positive to negative end here. So if drift velocity of the free electron is Vd here, then we know the drift velocity, the magnitude of the drift velocity will be given by, this is E tau upon m into E, that we have done. This we call this equation number 1 here. Okay. Also we know a relation between current and the drift velocity here, and that relation we have just derived, that is also current flowing through the conductor, that I will be is equal to NEAVD only. So what I can do is I can put the value of Vd in this equation here. So I will be getting here I is equal to NEA. Vd को बेटा यहाँ से put करेंगे E tau upon m into E, this becomes. So this may be rearranged to write I upon A is equal to NE square tau upon m, and it becomes E here. Okay. And you know the current upon area is known as current density here. Therefore this may be written as current density J is equal to NE square tau upon m into E, it becomes here. So the direction of current density is along the direction of current, and electric field is also from positive to negative end here. Hence we can say J and E will be in the same direction here. Okay. but we can write here this is J is equal to, we know Ohm's law is J is equal to sigma E. This is microscopic form of Ohm's law here. So this becomes Ohm's law, that Ohm's law can also be expressed in terms of current density and electric field applied across the conductor here. Okay, so this where if you put this as equation number 1, if this is J is equal to sigma is the Ohm's law, then we can compare this equation and this equation here. So J की जगह J हो गया, E की जगह A, therefore you can say conductivity, sigma is called conductivity here. So conductivity sigma will be is equal to, this will be is equal to NE square tau upon M. Okay, this becomes NE square tau upon M. So this is the expression for the conductivity of the material from the simple concept of drift velocity, and also we know resistivity. So resistivity is nothing but reciprocal of the conductivity here. So you can say resistivity will be is equal to M upon NE square tau. So this is the relation or the expression for the resistivity and conductivity of the material here, and this is simple rederivation of the Ohm's law, where you can say J is equal to sigma E, and in vector form you can always write this law as J is equal to, this becomes sigma E. So we have derived the Ohm's law from the simple concept of the drift velocity. ठीक है, ये सब कॉन्सेप्ट ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी से लिए और यहाँ से हमने J इक्वल टू सिग्मा E को रीडिराइव किया, तो ओम्स लॉ आया। और इसको कंपेयर करेंगे इसके साथ, तो वी विल बी गेटिंग NE स्क्वायर टाउ अपॉन M. दिस विल बी द एक्सप्रेशन फॉर द कंडक्टिविटी, और रेजिस्टिविटी के लिए रो इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन सिग्मा रो इज इक्वल टू M अपॉन NE स्क्वायर टाउ आएगा। नाउ दिस एक्सप्रेशन दैट वी हैव ऑब्टेन्ड, जो हमको मिले बेटा यहाँ पर रो और सिग्मा, these expressions are very important to explain the temperature dependence of resistivity of the material. Okay, and how we can do, we can use this formula to find how does resistivity of the material changes with the change in the temperature here, correct? So ये हम अभी करने की कोशिश करेंगे इसके बाद. So the next topic we take here is, that is dependence of resistivity on temperature here. Okay, so कैसे depend करेगी temperature के साथ में? So बहुत simple way में हम इसको prove कर देंगे यहाँ पे. So how to do this? We write effect of temperature on resistivity of material, correct? So effect of temperature on resistivity here, this will be the topic here. Then we write, we have just derived formula for the resistivity to be is equal to M upon NE square tau. So from this relation you can say rho is directly proportional to 1 upon N, that is number density of free electron, and it's inversely proportional to the relaxation time tau here. Okay, so as you increase the temperature we have to look, हमको सिर्फ इतना देखना है बेटा कि टेम्परेचर के इंक्रीज करने से N पे और टाउ पे क्या इंक्रीज होता है, इफेक्ट पड़ता है. जैसे अगर सपोज करो टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करने से टाउ आपका इंक्रीज हुआ तो रेजिस्टिविटी विल डिक्रीज, करेक्ट? सिमिलरली टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से N इंक्रीज हुआ तो रेजिस्टिविटी क्या करेगी, डिक्रीज करेगी, बिकॉज दे आर हैविंग इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल रिलेशन बिटवीन देम ओनली. सो ओनली बाय लुकिंग एट दीज टू फैक्टर्स, दैट टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से या डिक्रीज करने से how does these two factors be affected, इन फैक्टर्स का इफेक्ट देख के आप लोग बता सकते हो कि रेजिस्टिविटी भी उसकी कैसे चेंज करेगी या वेरी करेगी हमारे पास. ठीक है, सो हम पहला केस यहाँ पे जो समझने की कोशिश करेंगे वो हम फर्स्ट केस लेंगे बेटा मेटल्स का या फिर कंडक्टर्स का केस लेंगे. तो इन मेटल्स एंड कंडक्टर्स, ओके, लेट मी टेल यू, हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया है, हम यहाँ से फिर से डिस्कस करते हैं. So when temperature is increased in metals or conductors here, जब आप टेम्परेचर को बढ़ाओगे, है ना, when temperature is increased here, what happens? The free electrons are already free in the conductor. So the number density of free electrons, that is N, तो N जो होती है that almost remains constant, correct? N जो होगा that is there will be no change, no appreciable change in the number density of the free electron. Instead टेम्परेचर के बढ़ाने से नंबर डेंसिटी ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन में कोई चेंजेस नहीं आएंगे, करेक्ट? सो हम लोग एन पे इसका इफेक्ट कुछ देखेंगे नहीं, बट अब हम देखते हैं टाउ कैसे वेरी करेगा. So when temperature is increased, what happens? There is more thermal energy is available to the free electrons as well as to the immobile heavy ions only. Correct? So there is more thermal energy is available as the temperature is increased. ज्यादा टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा तो ज्यादा एनर्जी आएगी उसके पास, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन के पास भी ज्यादा एनर्जी होगी. और जो इमोबाइल हैवी आयंस है जो अपनी जगह पे ही रहते हैं, इतना फोर्स नहीं लगता कि वो मूव करते हैं, बट वो अपनी जगह पे वाइब्रेट करेंगे, है ना, बिकॉज दे कैन नॉट मूव, दैट इज व्हाई दे विल वाइब्रेट एट देयर ओन पोजीशन ओनली. सो बिकॉज ऑफ द मोर थर्मल एनर्जी, जो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं वो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्या करते हैं, दीस फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मूव्स फास्टर. करेक्ट, वो फास्ट मूव करते हैं, पहली चीज. और दूसरे जो आपके इमोबाइल हैवी आयंस होते हैं या इमोबाइल जो एटम्स होते हैं, इमोबाइल एटम्स, वो क्या करते हैं, दे वाइब्रेट मोर रिकर्सली अबाउट देयर मीन पोजीशन ओनली. और इन दोनों की वजह से क्या होता है, अपनी जगह पे जो आपका इमोबाइल आयन है वो ज्यादा वाइब्रेट करने लग गया और इलेक्ट्रॉन भी फास्ट मूव करने लग गया, तो कॉलिजन सब क्या हो जाती है. एज ए रिजल्ट व्हाट हैपेंस, द कॉलिजन्स बिकम्स मोर फ्रीक्वेंट विद द इमोबाइल हैवी आयंस ओनली. तो जो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है वो ज्यादा फ्रीक्वेंट कॉलिजन्स करने लगते हैं. करेक्ट. सो टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन ज्यादा तेज मूव करेंगे और ये भी अपनी जगह पे ज्यादा वाइब्रेट करेंगे. तो एज ए रिजल्ट बोथ विल अंडरगो मोर फ्रीक्वेंट कॉलिजन विद ईच अदर ओनली. एंड सिंस द कॉलिजन्स आर मोर फ्रीक्वेंट हियर, व्हाट हैपेंस, जो रिलैक्सेशन टाइम होता है, दैट इज टाइम टेकन बिटवीन टू सक्सेसिव कॉलिजन्स हियर, दैट रिलैक्सेशन टाइम टाउ जो होता है वो क्या होता है, विदाउट डिक्रीज होता है. करेक्ट. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, इतनी सारी इफेक्ट होने के बाद रिलैक्सेशन टाइम कम होता है. एंड वी नो रो इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टाउ हियर. हेंस जब आप टेम्परेचर बढ़ाते हैं तो क्या होता है, टाउ डिक्रीज होता है, और टाउ डिक्रीज होने से रेजिस्टिविटी क्या होगी, बताओ, इंक्रीज होगी. So this is the effect of the temperature on the resistivity of the conductors here, that when you increase the temperature of the conductor, then resistivity of the conductor is expected to increase with the temperature only, and the reason is very clear here. Correct? Because of the greater thermal energy, electrons will move faster, the immobile ions will vibrate about their mean position with greater amplitude here. As a result, they both will undergo more frequent collisions, and due to the frequency of the collision will be increased here, the relaxation time gets decreased. And since resistivity is inversely proportional to the tau here, so we say resistivity conductors की temperature बढ़ाने से क्या होती है, increase होती है आपके पास. I guess ठीक हो गया काम. सेकेंड नंबर हम लोग लेते हैं सेमीकंडक्टर्स एंड इंसुलेटर्स को हम लोग कंसीडर करेंगे. ठीक है, दिस वाज फॉर द कंडक्टर्स ओनली. So now we take semiconductors. Semiconductors, or at the same time, though for insulators resistivity don't change that much, but still for semiconductor this will be appreciable change here. Correct. So in this case, when temperature for the semiconductor is increased, then what happens? Now since a semiconductor is a material which have its conductivity somewhere in between insulators and the conductors only. Okay, so conductors have large conductivity because they possess a large number of free electrons in the lattice here. But in this, so it's contrary to the conductors here, the semiconductors are those materials which have very less number of free electrons. Okay, so when temperature is increased, what happens? Due to the increase in temperature, some valence electrons becomes free and they are available for the conduction only. बहुत सिंपल वर्ड्स में बताऊं तो ऐसा बोलता हूं कि सेमीकंडक्टर्स में इलेक्ट्रॉन बाउंड रहते हैं, बट अगर उसका टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे आप लोग, कंडक्टर में ऑलरेडी फ्री रहते हैं. करेक्ट. बट सेमीकंडक्टर में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं वो बाउंड रहते हैं, बट थोड़ा लूजली बाउंड होते हैं. तो अगर आप थोड़ी भी एनर्जी उसको दोगे तो क्या होगा, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स वहां से फ्री होंगे और फ्री होके आपके पास कंडक्शन करने के लिए अवेलेबल होते हैं. हम टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज में उसको ऐसा बोलते हैं, व्हेन टेम्परेचर इज इंक्रीज्ड इन सेमीकंडक्टर, वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बिकम्स फ्री and they are available for the conduction only. Hence we say the electrons have moved from valence band to the conduction band of the material here. Okay, so when temperature is increased, what happens? Number density of the electron increases here. Okay, due to the increase in the free electrons, the number density increases here. Okay, but as usually जो आपने बोला था, when temperature बढ़ाओगे तो टाउ तो क्या होगा, डिक्रीज ही होगा. by the last logic जो हमने लास्ट टाइम पढ़ा था, ज़्यादा मूव करेंगे ज़्यादा कॉलिजन्स होंगी, ओके. But now see, there are two effects are available. Rho is proportional to 1 upon n, and we have rho is proportional to 1 upon tau here. Correct. So what happens is now you see where, देखो ध्यान से एकदम, tau कम हो रहा है तो rho बढ़ेगा, then n क्या हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है तो rho कम होगा. So this factor trying to increase the resistivity and this factor trying to decrease the resistivity here. Correct. अब क्या हो गया, दो इफेक्ट आ गए यहाँ पे. One effect is trying to increase the resistivity and one effect is trying to decrease the resistivity. यार अब ऐसा हो रहा है, तो वैसे ही है जैसे हम लोग दो जन एक रस्सी को लेके खड़े हो रहे टग ऑफ वॉर में, है ना, both are trying to pull the this rope only, then rope किधर जाएगा, then the very obvious answer is जिसका फोर्स ग्रेटर होगा, जो ज्यादा डोमिनेटिंग होगा, रोप क्या करेगा, उसकी तरफ मूव कर जाएगा. Here also since there are two effects, they are not supporting each other but they are opposing each other only. So out of the two effect which will remain dominant here, resistivity उसके according vary करेगी. Correct. So what we say here is the number density of increases that fast here that this factor becomes dominating factor here as compared to the decrease in relaxation time only. So since the increase in number density becomes dominant as compared to the decrease in relaxation time here, therefore we say when temperature is increased here, when temperature increases, resistivity of the semiconductor and insulators will decrease. करेक्ट. तो जब आप टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे तो रेजिस्टिविटी जो होगी सेमीकंडक्टर इंसुलेटर की वो क्या करेगी बताओ, डिक्रीज होगी. दिस इज कॉन्ट्रेरी टू व्हाट वी हैव डन फॉर द कंडक्टर्स और मेटल्स देयर. करेक्ट. कंडक्टर्स में टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से रेजिस्टिविटी इंक्रीज होती है, बट इन केस ऑफ सेमीकंडक्टर इंसुलेटर्स तो रेजिस्टिविटी होती है वो क्या होती है, डिक्रीज होती है. दैट डिक्रीजेस एक्सपोनेंशियली. So suppose we plot a graph between temperature and resistivity here, then let me tell you graph आपका ऐसा आता है, okay? And a common example for the semiconductor are germanium and silicon elements can be taken as the example for the semiconductors here. So this is the effect of temperature on resistivity of the conductors and semiconductors and insulators.